Masculinity. What truly makes a man? A genuine man is defined by what? What is it to be a man, apart from the strictly biological? This was an easy question to answer hundreds of years ago. It was the cultural context in which you were born and raised that formed your masculinity. There was no disagreement. There's no need for debate. There are no hard-hitting questions here. However, today's answers aren't as clear as they were in the past. Join me as I discuss on what truly makes a man. If this is your first time visiting this channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification post. Real men and masculinity are different to define. Traditional masculine values such as strength, honor, temperance, power, and influence are under attack by the PC culture. Men are urged to communicate their emotions, to be aware of their sentiments, and to be valuable all in the same sentence. In the following paragraph, we are taught that these displays of emotions are either weak or harmful, depending on the type of negative emotion involved. We no longer know what constitutes a guy in our society. We don't know how to be men. We're completely lost. We don't have somebody to turn for guidance, and the consequences have been disastrous. In today's world, men are more depressed, despairing, and angry than ever before. Many people suffer from mental health issues, such as anxiety and suicidal thoughts in our culture. At the same time, the general public laments, "Where have all the true males gone?" And we have to come up with our own answer to this question. We have to come up with our own ideas about what it means to be a man. And where better to begin than with a look at the evolution of male identity? A more complete understanding of what it means to be a man can be gained by examining and studying the traditional male archetypes and their strengths and shortcomings. We can better plan for the future if we take a closer look at our past. As far as modern masculinity is concerned, the Industrial Revolution has had the most profound impact, for better or ill. Men's life were relatively straightforward before the widespread usage of machines and assembly lines. Most of the time, they were farmers, or worked in a trade that required a high level of ability. It was clear that the man's family had a strong interest in his career. His 2 kids worked as apprentices under him. His wife took care of the household, and he was friendly with everyone in the neighborhood. The Industrial Revolution changed this. As a result of the invasion of new machines, men were dragged away from their homes in unprecedented numbers for the first time in history. As a result, fathers no longer spent time with their children or discussed the results of their job. They were reduced to the status of walking ATMs, had to go to and form industries, sometimes over considerable miles, return home, collapse from weariness, and then do it all over again. He had a quiet strength that is uncommon in today's world, but he also had flaws that kept him from reaching his full potential. The power of the industrial man. In this era, men had a strong sense of mortality and obligation. Simply put, their strategy was to always meet their deadlines. All of society relied on these men to get things done. They didn't mind getting their hands dirty, as long as it meant being able to support themselves and their family. In addition, this was a positive thing to have happen. Because of their toil and sacrifice, we are able to enjoy the incredible riches and possibilities that exist today. Sadly, we fail to see the value in their actions, instead choose to ignore them. We as a culture have lost our passion in this regard. Irregularities abound. Our default reaction when things don't go according to plan is to complain or whine. No one wants to be a man anymore. To them, life is a gift that should be given to them without any effort from their part. When discussing males and masculinity, it's common to overlook how much emphasis is placed on the performative aspects of being a guy. Boys will be boys, and that's just how boys and men are a commonplace in sports and playgrounds everywhere. First, masculinization harms young men's self-esteem, even before they're developed the mental capacity to fully comprehend binary thinking. Gender versus performance of gender. Children are sometimes given these gender norms and expectations of gender performance without fully comprehending what they're eating. That is where this video comes to an end. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.